Hello everyone, Mrs.B is here and we are going to be painting today. It's going to be so much fun to paint with you. And after we paint, I'm going to read a story to you that is called Our Apple Tree. Today we're going to learn to paint trees. Trees in the spring are really beautiful. They're beautiful in the summer, they're beautiful in the fall, and they're beautiful in the winter. All the seasons. So now it's springtime and we're going to paint a spring tree. But if you wish to paint a fall tree, you may do that as well with fall leaves. We're going to need paper. If you have construction paper, any color construction paper will be great for the background. It can be pink, lavender, blue, yellow, any color you want. Waiting for you until you go and get paper, water, and a brush. Oh, he likes that. And paints. If you don't have jars of paints that come in the little jars, tempera paints or washable paints, maybe you have watercolor paints like this. Any kind of paint will work. If you don't have paint, it's okay. You can use crayons today, okay? All right, so I'll wait right here with Pablo until you come back and join us for a great painting lesson today. Okay, I'll be right here. Put it on pause. You know those two little lines? Okay, you're back. Welcome back. We're going to work on this together. Now, we have this big piece of paper or a smaller piece of paper. If you don't have a colored paper, you can just use white paper like this. This is fine. It will be great. So any paper that you have. And now we're going to start with any color you want in your background for your sky. We're not doing the tree yet. We're going to paint the tree at the very end. That will be the last thing we're going to do. So let me just show you now. Over here. Yes, you see? First, we're going to paint the background like that on the paper. And if your paper is in color, you can leave some space so the paper shows. If not, just paint another section of another color like a sunset. Could even have rainbow colors. And there's some pink magenta here. And then there is green grass, because this tree is in a park and it has green around it, or maybe it's in a backyard and it has green. So we're going to do some green and then we'll do the tree at the very end and put blossoms on it, and I'll show you how later. Okay, ready? Go. Well, I'm going to start with any color. So dip your brush into the color paint and just go across the page like this. Back and forth like that. And this will be our sky. Now I have other brushes that are different colors, so I don't need to wash my brush. But if you don't have all these other color brushes for each color, you can just wash the brush out and use a brush for your next color. Well, I think I'm going to like to use my next color, and you can choose what color you would like. You can use any color that you have. I will use this one. This is magenta. It's like a pinkish red color. And wash the brush out. Wash it. Wipe it like this in the water. Oh, look at the pretty color the water makes. And now I could do a next color. Maybe I will do some yellow down here. You can choose any colors you want. We're painting the background, the sky. Can be a sunset, sunrise, any color you like. Put a little more in here. Wash your brush and go to your next color. I think I will do some orange. You don't have to cover everything. You can leave some of the paper showing if it's a color paper. It's okay. Make it any way you like. Wash the brush every time you change the color. Okay. Maybe I'll put just a little bit of red down here. That might be very, very nice. I made it like all different colors in my sky. And now I'm going to go down to my green. Might put some green here. Like that. For a little hill. I'm using the tip of my brush. Back and forth, like this. There. And now I'll put some green down here too. I just kept using the same brush and kept washing it out. But if you have these, you can use a yellow for your yellow. You can use a red for the red. And younger children have these because it helps them remember colors. And also you don't have to wash the brush out. You can just use the color and put the brush down. Like I did with this blue. I'll just leave it here. Okay, there. I'm going to color some more in here. Some nice paint. I'm adding some texture, some dry parts in there like that. So much fun to paint. Okay, that does it. Made a little hill here. Maybe I need to put a little more paint there. Or I could just make this all green. Look how I made a lighter green over here by just using a little bit of water. Just water makes the color lighter. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to wait just a little bit for it to dry. Just a few minutes. So I can paint the tree. Now when I'm painting the tree, I'm going to think about the parts of the tree. Trees have a tree trunk, And they have branches that come off of the tree trunk. They have lots of leaves. This tree has apples on it. Do you like apples? I do. This is great. It's an apple orchard. There's a little hill in here and a sky in the back. So, let me put the book over here like that so we can see the tree. Okay, now, what will we do? Where do we start? How about if we start down here? It doesn't have to be in the middle of the page, but if you want it to be in the middle, it can. You can make a little hill here if you want to, like I did over here. I made this hill going down like that. Or you could just make it straight. Okay, now I'm going to make the tree. So first I'm going to make my tree trunk. The tree trunk is like your body, and then the branches are like your hands. They come off your body like that, and your fingers are almost like little branches. So now I wash my brush, and you can use whatever color you like for your tree. It can be black, it can be brown, it can be any color that you want. I'm going to make a brown tree. I don't have a black here. And I'm going to start towards the bottom, but not really at the very bottom, like maybe in here. And I'll go up, 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 like this. Up, up, and back down again. The tree trunk is always a little bit wider, and it has some roots. You can make some roots on the bottom. I'll show you a little bit closer. There. Like that. Okay. And then it goes up, up, up high to the sky, like that. Okay? We could make it a little bit fatter, so it's too skinny. Make it a little bit fatter, like that. Nice tree trunk. And then we're going to make some branches. So maybe this branch is going to come off of here, like that. And then another one could come here, like that. You could have as many branches as you like. And then at the end, there's like a letter V here. You see my V's? Like that. That's more branches going out. Then I can make some very skinny branches. I might even make a little one coming out here. You can put them anywhere, any place you like. But then there might be some skinny ones coming out here. And I'm only using the tip of my brush to make some skinny branches. Like that. Okay. And now I want to choose what kind of leaves am I going to make, or blossoms, and maybe not too many leaves. The leaves are just starting to come. First, the blossoms come in the tree. So I have something here. I have some of that wrap, plastic wrap. And I can either use my plastic wrap, a piece, to make my leaves, or I can just use my brush. So if I have a plastic wrap like that, I can just bunch it up gently, like this, and hold it. And then I can paint my plastic wrap with a color, maybe, well, Maybe I'll make some white blossoms on it. I'll just put a little paint on here. Sometimes you can even just dip it in your paint, but that might be too much. You see how it's dripping? That's why I'm painting it a little bit, so it looks like that. And now I'm gonna go like this, all over. I'm just pressing and lifting, press and lift, press and lift, press and lift. You see how it made the white blossoms on my tree? I'll put a little more on, like this. Some white. And then I'm going to add another color to it. What other color could I add to that? I think I'll add some pink. I'll add some pink. How do I make pink? I don't have any pink. Well, I can take a little bit of red, put it in here, like this, and then wash my brush really well, wipe it, and take a little bit of white, put it in the red. You need a little more white than the red to make pink. A little more, just keep putting it in there. Take it from the white, put it in there, and stir it up. And what color is it making? Pink. There's the pink. Okay, and now I can either put it on here, or I think I'll just make some pink dots like this with the tip of my brush. Dab, dab, dab. Just make little points like this, and I can make lots of pink blossoms all over my tree. I'm going to hold it up in a minute to show you what my blossoms look like. Really blooming. There's lots of blossoms. Okay. Good. You see that? Those are pretty blossoms on that tree. That's a happy tree in the springtime. Now, sometimes these blossoms fall off and then the leaves come. So if you want to make them fall off, you need to put some down here on the grass. Put some on the grass, down below, like that. Some fell down, didn't they? Okay. Wonder if some white ones fell too. Oh, maybe they did. Oh, there. Okay. Some fell in like a big bunch, so you could just make a big bunch somewhere. There. Okay, now, well, now we need some green leaves to appear, don't we? I have green paint. I'm going to wipe my brush and dip in the green. And just make a few little green leaves here and there because they're not everywhere yet. They're coming. Just a few. Like that. Let me hold it up so you can see it. See some green? They're just starting to appear. Yeah. What else would you like to put in your picture? There are many possibilities. You can put anything you want in the park. That's up to you. But the tree is finished. Now the tree has to dry. Pablo is going to listen too. He wants to know what this book is about. Our apple tree. This book was given to me by one of my students in my school where I was teaching art. His name was Alex. Very nice boy. Our Apple Tree by Goral Christina Nusland and illustrated by Christina Digman. Well, look at this picture. What season do you think this could be? Let's find out. All winter long, our apple tree rests, but not everyone is asleep. Oh, gnathatchers look for little bugs under the tree's bark. They're hungry. They're looking for something to eat in the tree bark. Pheasants and blackbirds eat last year's apples, still lying frozen on the ground. When spring comes, our apple tree wakes up. Pink buds and white blossoms show that it is ready to make apples again. See the white and pink blossoms on the tree. And even flowers growing down here. That's fun to make some flowers too with the brush. Bees come to visit. Flying from blossom to blossom, they visit every apple tree for miles around. Every day the bees gather sweet nectar and dusty pollen. Every night they go home to make honey and feed their babies. They go here inside the beehive. Wherever the bees go, they take some pollen and leave some pollen behind. And soon the blossoms begin to turn into the tiniest apples, all soft and downy. In the warm sun, the apples grow bigger and bigger. Our apple tree is hard at work. All summer long, all over the world, other apple trees are growing apples too. Some apples are golden and some are pink. Some have stripes, some are blush. Every apple has a name of its own. This kind is called delicious. Doesn't it look delicious? Once you start eating an apple, it's hard to stop. Crunch, crunch, you're at the core. The seeds nestle inside. Every seed could be an apple tree, like ours someday. The apples are still growing and ripening on our apple tree. Soon, very soon, it'll be time to make apple art. And applesauce. And apple pie. We could even have an apple party for all our friends. Everyone likes apples. It's autumn. Our apple tree has a wonderful gift for us. The apples are ripe. We'll pick some and eat some and store some away. As soon as the last apple is safe inside, cold winds begin to blow. The leaves fall from our tired apple tree. And then it's time to rest again and dream of next year's apples. There, the last leaf fell down. And that's the end. Here's a recipe for an apple crisp, to bake an apple crisp. The end. Well, while we were reading, our tree is drying now. Isn't that nice? And I bet yours is drying too. Thank you for painting with me. Show Pablo your painting. He wants to see all of them. Ooh, he says he likes these. He really has fun when he sees everybody's. Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you for painting with us today, and I'll see you here next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye.